listening to Season 4 of The Bo's Nose, a podcast where we share stories about education and the people who tell them. And I'm your host, Mr. Bose. Please be sure to like, rate, and review your show on your favorite podcast player of choice. I hope you enjoy this podcast. And welcome, everybody. So today's podcast, we have not a new club to QI, but a newly rejuvenated and reinstituted club here at QI, our Creative Writing Club, and I have guests in studio with me today to talk about it. So thank you for joining me. Introduce yourselves to our listeners.
Hello, my name is MJ Thompson, and I am the head founder and a member of the Creative Writing Club at QI Roberts.
Hi, I'm Zoe Rossi, and I'm a fellow member of the Creative Writing Club at QI Roberts.
Wonderful. So thanks for coming. We have a couple of introductory questions, and then we'll dive into talking about the Creative Writing Club. So first up is, what is a favorite school story you have?
School story from the club?
It doesn't have to be. This would be just from school in general, like from QI in general.
For me, it'd probably be on the first day that I came here when one of the teachers was handing out You Met QI Roberts emotional support human stickers. That was very heartwarming.
It's hard to say exactly what my favorite story is from QI, especially because I've met so many great people and great teachers, so it's very hard to say for me.
Very good. So next up is, if you could live anywhere, where would you live and why?
If I could live anywhere, I'd probably, if this counts with growing up, I'd probably live somewhere in England so that I could get into colleges in England. I really like their universities, and my dream is to go to Oxford someday.
I don't know why, but I would love to live in Alaska. Me personally, I like cold weather and snow, and I've always wanted to see snow. So Alaska would be probably my number one choice.
I could do Alaska minus the 3 months of kind of darkness. I think that would do me in. But the rest of the time, yes, I would be down for the snow and the cold. There's actually a spot in Michigan where you can go dog sledding in the winter, and it's on my bucket list of something I want to do.
Oh wow,
that sounds fun.
Yeah.
So, last of our introductory questions is quality, integrity, respect. Which one and why?
For me, probably either integrity or respect. Those two aspects definitely make up someone as a person. If you have no respect, it's hard to respect you, and if you have no integrity, it's hard to trust you, which are two things that I believe are very important when it comes to knowing someone and being around them.
I couldn't agree more with MJ, and I feel like integrity and respect are number one, because as she said, respect is a mutual thing, and if you have no respect, I don't feel like you can earn respect. So
beautiful. So let's dive in. Let's talk about the Creative Writing Club. So what is it? What's it all about? What do we need to know about it?
The Creative Writing Club is, like you said, it's newly formed this year by students, but it's not new to the school. It's a club where basically we get together and we improve our writing, and we get to learn more about each other in a safe space, and basically just get better at writing and learn how to improve ourselves through words, basically.
It also creates a safe space for QI Roberts writers, people who write stories, poetry. Any form of writing is welcome into the club.
Very good. So it doesn't have to be, you don't have to be into writing, your fiction. You could be in poetry and be in the Creative Writing Club. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So kind of what prompted the two of you to join it, and for the sake of this year to get it started up again?
So for me, honestly, I was in Mrs. Pinkerton's room one day. She is the teacher that is the head of this club, and we were just talking. She was like, it'd be a good idea to start a creative writing club. I've been thinking about that, and I was like, 100% yes, let's do it. I have been a writer since I was really young, and I've always enjoyed it, so I thought, even before I came to the school, I was like, maybe I could do something like this, and as soon as the idea was proposed to me, I jumped on it immediately and knew I had to make it happen.
So MJ actually talked to me about Creative Writing Club once Miss Pinkerton and MJ formed the idea. and she told me I would really like for you to join, and she gave me like what we would do, and like just it sounded amazing. And I've been writing ever since I was 7. My first piece of poetry was written when I was 7, so I've always been into writing and poetry and fiction, and her giving me this opportunity like inspired me to put myself out there socially and actually join a club.
Great. So if a student wants to learn more, who should they reach out to, or how can they find out more about the Creative Writing Club?
I'd say reach out to MJ or Miss Pinkerton, and if you can't find them, come find me, because just we have like we know what but MJ has like I feel like she would describe it in more depth, and Miss Pinkerton is like the teacher of the club, so I would go to them.
Along with that, like even being a general member, you're going to learn about it pretty quickly because we tend to go over the rules that we have and the regulations that are set for club members very quickly when someone joins the club. So if you want to go to anybody, honestly, going to a general member like Zoe would work as well. But yeah, coming to me or Miss Pinkerton, also for just like other external information, can help you get on track to becoming a member.
Great. And so if a student wanted to join, when do you meet? How do they join up?
So we meet on Fridays in Mrs. Pinkerton's room. There's no specific sign-up sheet or anything like that. You kind of just show up. We get to know you. We make sure that you're able to follow the rules. The 2 rules being sharing is not required, but it is expected because the club is meant to give a voice, and we really would like to hear your work. And any ridiculing or insulting will not be tolerated, and you will be asked to leave the club if you are caught doing that. So as long as you are willing to follow those 2 rules, you are able to join and be a part of the club, and it meets first half of Power Hour on Fridays.
And adding on to the first half of Power Hour, we usually go through an activity or we start with writing. And then if you want to stay during second half to share or listen to other people's writing, then you can stay.
All right. So is there anything else that you would like the listeners... Actually, I have a question. So do you have to have something written to show up and join the Creative Writing Club? Or is it something that if you think you're interested, you could go and check it out and then maybe get the confidence to start writing?
It's more of a think you're interested and get the confidence. There's a lot of stuff that we're going to be touching on and learning about, like being able to present better and being able to improve your writing through concepts like show don't tell and the use of imagery and the use of reliable sources. We're going to be basically learning about that throughout being a member of the club. So kind of just show up and be prepared to use your brain. Don't come there and just do nothing, but come there like prepared to make something of your writing.
I feel like anybody can join Creative Writing Club, whether you have years of experience with writing or you're just starting new and you want to start learning how to write more creatively. So
that is great. Okay, anything else before we wrap up you want our listeners to know about the Creative Writing Club?
Honestly, the one thing that I want to stress a lot is about the sharing is not required, but it is expected. When you are in the club, it is designed to be a safe space for you and for the other members. So a lot of people have, I can see them like not wanting to join because they have to get up there and they have to share their work. But I can assure you, like, you're not going to be up there. You're not going to be pressured in any way, but we want to hear you. We don't want to hear you so that we can ridicule you. We want to hear you so that we can help you, so that we can praise you, so that we can learn more about your writing style and how we can use it and how you can improve yourself.
As I said before, everyone is welcome to join Creative Writing Club, whether you have experience or you don't have experience. And we're not there to judge or to shame you for what kind of writing you create, or just, we aren't there to judge you. We are there to make you feel comfortable and to make you feel seen as writers at the school.
All right, that is great. I think that's a great place to end it. But before I go, as writers, writers tend to be consumers of other media as well. So last question I have for you before I let you go is, do you have any recommendations for our listeners of books or podcasts or TV shows or anything, or poetry or anything they should check out?
In terms of books, I recommend the book Every Last Word. I cannot recall the author, but it is about a secret poetry club that very much impacted how I see the Creative Writing Club and how I want it to be as a place for everybody.
Something that kind of sparked my interest in writing, because I fell out of it for quite a while, but a book that got me back into writing was The Yearling. It just made me feel more inspired to start writing, and it was really inspiring for me.
All right. Very good. So that wraps up another episode of The Bows Knows. Thank you to the Creative Writing Club and MJ and Zoe for coming out and talking to us about it. Listeners, stay tuned. We're hopefully back to some regularly recorded podcasts and some regular content for you. Listeners, if you like the podcast, subscribe on your favorite podcast player of choice so you don't miss out on future episodes, and please share with your friends. Until next time, excellence in all endeavors.